Filtering out the fakers.
Supermarket safety.
Real excellence in a virtual world. All coming up on this edition of Insight.
So Lamis, can you hold your breath for 10 seconds?
Of course.
Great, that means you don't have COVID-19.
That's ridiculous.
Exactly, it's crazy and ridiculous, but it's one of the many fake news stories out there giving people false information with potentially very dangerous consequences. In fact, according to the Director General of the World Health Organization, we're not just fighting an epidemic, we're fighting an infodemic. Earlier, we interviewed Sarah Palmer from Johns Hopkins Aramco Healthcare to tell us more.
So an infodemic is when there's an overabundance of information, some of it accurate, but a lot of misinformation as well. And the reason this is dangerous during a public health emergency is people need to have accurate information. It's what they need to know so they can find out when do they seek medical information, and they need to know what are the right measures to take. Here are the 3 golden rules for identifying and stopping fake news. Rule number 1, stop, take a moment, check it for accuracy. Can you find this information anywhere else? Be sure before you spread it that this information is actually true. Rule 2, check your sources. Did the information come from a cousin or a friend of a friend of a friend? Often people will quote an expert, but if it doesn't check back to their website or there isn't a reliable link, then the information still may not be accurate. Rule 3, fake news is often going to be more of an emotional connection. They look for stories that people are going to want to share. So things that can make you angry, scared. If it feels like it's going to be something that's just too exciting, then maybe it's not actually official health information. So this is where you should stop, look more carefully, and check it out on an official website. So go to the World Health Organization, come to johnshopkinsaramcohealthcare.com, and have a look and see if you can make sure that information is true before you spread it around.
Of course, despite all the good and genuine advice to stay at home, we still have to go and shop for food and other everyday items. Unless you're able to use a home delivery service, which is by far the best solution. But if you don't have a delivery service available, here's the official guidance on how to protect yourself while getting your groceries. Before you go to the store, make a list of what you need so that you minimize the time you spend there. As you enter, sanitize your hands and the handle of your shopping cart and be sure to wear protective gloves. Once shopping, remember not to touch your face or indeed anything else that you're not going to buy. Do your best to maintain a distance of at least 1.5 meters between yourself and other shoppers. And when you pay, it's safest to do it with a card or by mobile phone instead of cash. Remove and dispose your gloves before you get in your car, and sanitize your hands again. Once back at home, clean any cans and containers using sterilizing wet wipes, and be sure to wash your fruit and vegetables carefully. If everyone follows the same rules, the risks are minimal, and we can all continue to enjoy the essentials that we need.
As we all probably know, excellence is one of the core values of Aramco, which is why every year organizations across the company who've been outstanding in this area are recognized at the President's Excellence Awards. Usually, the awardees are invited to a special event and given the award in person by the CEO. But this year, because of the need for physical distancing, things had to be done a little bit differently.
That's right. This year, we conducted our first ever virtual awards ceremony, where the CEO and members of corporate management hooked up remotely with winners around the world via video link. In all, there were 24 awards across the categories of operational excellence, safety, the environment, maintenance and reliability, and joint ventures, all of whom had been handpicked for their exceptional levels of performance, so congratulations to all.
Well, that's it for this time. I'm Dana Bkhamseen.
And I'm Lamis Al Arboudi.
See you next time.